Well, Faceless.
Yes.
NesTea against Noblesse. Based upon how they both played earlier, who do you think wins?
You know what? I actually don't know. I honestly don't know.
Well, the right answer is NesTea.
Oh, I'm sorry. How stupid of me.
The right answer is Noblesse seemed to have played better, but NesTea should be angry by now.
Well, I mean, to be totally honest, there's a lot on the line here. I mean, MVP's out, and NesTea is the other star player on IM.
Yeah.
Is he going to go out too? Is he going to die? The first to die in his group, just like MVP?
No.
Okay,
no
sorry.
is the answer to that.
Stupid
Tasteless.
question. Stupid.
All right, here we go. Tasteless Daybreak is the map. We saw NesTea cooling himself by waving his hands at his face.
Probably causing a hurricane in another part of the world.
He may have. There may be a hurricane in his booth, but he projects an image of calm to keep us sitting here casting his games.
All right, let's go with NesTea against Noblesse. The losers out of the GSL Code S. In the bottom left, we have one of the most famous players of all time, one of the most accomplished players of all time. He is
NesTea.
And in the upper right, we've got our Terran player, the underdog here in this group for the round of 32. He is
MVPNoblesse.
All right.
he's a cutie patootie.
He is. Very young kid playing against the oldest player in the GSL. In
like
fact, one of the oldest pros in the world. I think the only person that can claim to be older than him and a pro still is White Raw.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Pretty certain, yeah. More I think about it.
If I had to go back and, yeah, refer to NesTea as, one of the dinosaurs that actually existed.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about, he's old and stuff. I'd probably say he was the fire-breathing bone Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the
unlike
Flamosaurus Rex, I think is what it's called.
the Flamosaurus Rex.
I have to get my dinosaur books out and check that. Yeah.
I can tell you almost are a paleontologist.
Yeah. Did you know when I was a little kid I wanted to be a paleontologist?
Every little boy ever wanted to be a paleontologist at one point.
But I wanted it more.
I actually was so selfish that in readiness, the first time we went to the library, I got the best dinosaur book and I took it out and I just renewed it every week.
Oh,
I just kept it all
that's smart.
year long.
You know what I do? Because they make you. Oh my God! I just spilled it. My hot pack just broke up.
Oh,
and
that's
spilled
really
on my
messed
pants.
up. You're
I'm a mess today. So, you know what? The book I always got when I was a kid. Did your school make you do this? You had to rent 2 books from the school library.
I think they probably did.
There's something like this. It's like we're talking about this now. I'm getting all these memories from my childhood. But I always bought the book that was all about ancient weapons.
Oh, that's cool.
That was the cool book.
Damn, we could have been friends. I would read about dinosaurs, read about the weapons that we hold while we ride them or fight them.
Yeah.
Or ride them to fight them.
Yeah.
One thing we should talk about right now is that NesTea made his hatchery over at the third because of the really nice blocking from Noblesse, which apparently is gaining some traction in Korea. We've seen this more
Who
than
did we see this do in this round of 32?
Was it Ryung?
Yeah, I think it was.
I think it was. I think it was Ryung. We've done a lot of games over the past couple weeks, so hard to say exactly. But this means that NesTea is either going to do a crazy attack or a very quick third. And NesTea is actually one of the Zergs that has done super fast third bases against Terran in a time when this has not been popular. So definitely something that NesTea knows how to pull off.
Yeah. So we'll see from here what Noblesse has planned. I'm curious if Noblesse has been doing this independently of Ryung, or if he saw Ryung do this and said, wait a minute, I like that.
I think it's not too big a stretch to do it independently.
You're probably right.
Yeah, it's a cool move, but I don't think it's so unbelievably original. Protoss does it every game, so
yeah,
he might have accidentally watched a PVZ and be like, "Whoa, that's kind of smart, actually."
Is he warping an eBay?
Is that a Terran? Like what? Why do you make a Spy Depot down there?
Oh. Well, it's obviously a long walk for this queen to get all the way over to the center left base there.
Yeah, but you know what? She's going to be in great shape if she gets there.
Yes, she will be. I read a study that amongst the elderly, the slower the person walks when they walk around, the more likely they are to be closer to passing.
Wow.
Yeah. Basically, if you see somebody who's old, let's say they're in their, their 80s or something, but they seem to walk around at roughly the same pace as.
Well, now you got to be paranoid. When I get old and
We're just
slow,
gonna be running
I'm gonna
everywhere.
just
Your
start
jogging
running.
shoes on.
I trip and break my hip and die or something, and like it's all because of you.
Yeah.
I love this choice by Noblesse. I truly love it. He's going into Banshee Hellion, and against a player whose two bases are nowhere near connected, when they're this far away, queens can't help each other. So this is a beautiful idea. But NesTea is going a quick layer, and he has gone for a Roach Warren. So these are two things that can help him out a lot in this situation. Yeah. And with all this creep that he's trying to spread, that creep is going to be connected pretty soon. And with Roaches walk around with Roach speed on the way, I mean, this is not as bad as it could be, but still a great choice by Noblesse nonetheless.
All right, not killing as many drones as you would have wanted to. We would have got 3 there?
Yeah, he got 3. And, oh, it is the Nidus play.
Wow.
Oh, cool. Okay, no, this is really cool to see. But Noblesse is ready. He's ready, Tasteless. He actually has his Hellions looking for this. If you look at the minimap, I just saw red dots go exactly where the Niduses normally go.
I think he's probably going to bring the Nidus in at the bottom right. See where the Overlord is down there?
Yes, I think you might be right about that.
I think he's going to bring it in over there.
Unless he tries closer, because those Hellions actually left those areas where the Nidus would be. Oh, you were right, Tasteless. It's going up right at the bottom of the third. All right, so let's see. Can he get something done? Oh, my God.
Oh, got it, tag that Noblesse!
Well, he couldn't kill that in time with 2 Hellions, so you better just make sure he gets his bunkers up and gets his defense going. Well, creep spread should probably begin here. More queens on the way. He's bringing queens in to help deal with any banshees.
Banshee's going to try to actually hit the...
Yeah, he doesn't actually have an overseer near here, does he? I'm looking. Oh, yeah, he has one kind of near. That can come over here pretty quickly. Oh, and he has another one. Okay, sorry. He has actually plenty of overseers at this point. He's going to start turning down these banshees. Now,
sick micro.
Wow. The kind of cool thing about this is NesTea has 3 bases. This isn't the 2-base all-in Nidus.
Yeah.
And in fact, he's creeping up the third of Noblesse. So even if he goes home and just focuses on upgrade, macro, and creep spread at home, he's got a ton of creep over on this side. And Noblesse cannot be happy about that. I'm liking this. I like this. This is kind of a hybrid of a couple different builds that we've seen recently.
Yeah, I like this a lot. Well, this is cool because now it's going to be so hard for Noblesse to get a third. What's he going to do? Take that one out to the left of the, well, I guess the what we normally refer to as the 4th base?
I guess so. That or he's going to have to take his base really, really slowly. He's had that 3rd command center for a bit. So this is just incredibly frustrating. And NesTea's going right into his Spire, right into his Infestation Pit. I would love to see those creep tumors go in the other direction at this point now.
And take up the other base.
Yeah, go towards that. Go towards the one on the high ground. Just everywhere. Because you see people make a lot of tumors here, which can also be nice. But yeah, I would love to see him. Yeah, there you go. He does have some tumors going in the direction. But that's good. That's cool.
Nice scan. You can see pretty much everything here. Wow, he got that all in one scan. That was like the money scan.
Yep. Still will take a while to clean up. We do have the Hive on the way, so looks like we could be seeing Broodlords relatively soon. NesTea has not taken a 4th, so the fact that it's 2-base against 3-base does help out Noblesse.
Sure,
if NesTea had taken like a really quick 4th with all this as well, it could have been slightly risky, but he would be in a better position now where Noblesse would be a lot more scared.
All right, so he's taking out these changelings, anything you can do. But this is going to be a fairly stifled 3rd base. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I mean, the 4th is going to be up as the 3rd lands, basically. The Zerg, excuse me, is going to be up when the third base lands.
Yeah, and that's pretty good timing overall for him. Now, Noblesse is actually making another command center near the third. Okay, he lifted it. I was like, did he forget he has another command center because of how weird this game has been?
I was getting a little bit worried about that.
Well, NesTea right now going up to 80-plus drones. He's been doing that quite a bit today. Going up really high in drone count. Hive is just about to finish. Will he go instant Greater Spire?
He could. He actually has a lot of options here. I do like that Viking, though, coming out here to see if we can get any Overlords that are still out on the map. Interestingly enough, NesTea has hidden most of his Overlords.
Yep. Oh, the Greater Spire has begun, Tasteless. 2-2 on the way for Noblesse. It's a little bit behind NesTea's 2-2, just slightly. Now, NesTea has to be careful. He does not want to lose these units. These are so important, especially as he's teching up into, while he's taking a fourth base, he's teching up. So
we need one more bungle over here, and it'll be finished off.
There you go. Not too bad. Corruptors are on the way, so he's going to have those broods pretty soon.
Now this Overlord's going to spot this drop coming up here.
Very important. Does NesTea see it, though? Yeah,
he sees it, he's moving.
There you go. Units all coming up to deal with this. And as these Corruptors pop out, he's actually going to be able to go ahead and kill these if they overcommit. And no, they are going to go get out of here. And that's actually really important. If he lost those, that's 20 supply. That's not a good time to lose 20 supply. Not that there's always good times to lose 20 supply, but especially
in my experience, the best time to lose 20 supply is when I have way too many Overlords. I don't know. That might have been my worst joke in the entire minute 32. In fact, I should put my headset down and just walk home. I'm like,
walk home.
Walk home.
You have to go to the airport tonight, but you walk home instead. Well, the Broodlords.
I don't even know if they'll let me on the plane if I said a joke like that.
They might not. Yeah. That's truth right there.
I don't know if this is actually going to be able to break him. Noblesse is doing this push here. He doesn't seem to have a strong amount of anti-air. The Broodlords are finishing up.
Yep, these broods are going to stop this push dead in his tracks. He really doesn't have the anti-air he needs. He has one Viking total, which wasn't even meant for these broods, so he has to go home. And he does have another attack.
Whoa, he's simming going forward.
Yeah, trying to catch whatever he can, and actually a big.
Is he going to get that?
He might. He surrounded it, and Noblesse doesn't notice.
Not looking.
Yeah, Noblesse was focusing so much on this battle he didn't realize, but at the same time, NesTea focusing on the battle, not realizing his third is going down.
The Broodlord is continuing to push forward here, trying to make the tank surrounding them. The hatchery under fire. NesTea just not reacting.
Yeah, he's going to lose that third base, perhaps. Yeah, in fact, he's going to. Wow, that's bad news for NesTea, but NesTea's army is moving forward, and it is a scary one indeed.
NesTea and Noblesse playing a little bit sloppily, if that's a word.
They both tricked each other there. They both were focusing on 2 attacks out of 3 things going on.
Yeah.
So, wow. Noblesse does take the supply lead at this point. Still, we do have 5 infestors with these broods. 6 Broodlords total.
I think NesTea's overextended here.
I think he has too.
I don't know what on earth he's thinking with his 2 infestors down here.
Yeah, he has only 2 infestors here. This is a bad move.
Oh, getting down the Corruptors too.
That's a pretty awesome bungle, but it should not be enough with all these units popping out. This is one of the grossest overextensions. I can't believe that he attacked a 3-base Terran with 6 Broodlords and 2 infestors.
NesTea's head is not in the game right now.
No, it's not. Damn. It must be MVP's birthday because NesTea's making his loss look not quite as bad.
Well, this counter push could actually wreck him.
Oh, targeting down infestors so quickly.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, he takes down actually quite a bit here with this Lane Roach. In fact, just about everything's going to fall down. NesTea's still fighting to stay in this, but has he already taken too much damage? He's focusing on only link production right now. He does have 7 Corruptors, so as he gains minerals, he can make more Broodlords. But his infestor count, Tasteless, is a big 0.
Yes.
A goose egg, Tasteless.
A what?
A goose egg.
A goose egg, wow.
Yeah, and, the Zerg did not take gooses for a reason.
No, infested gooses are not going to be good.
No, they're no good at all.
But NesTea, you know, whenever he turns to getting to come back, he seems to be throwing it away again. This attack is essentially useless. I mean, those things are somewhat expendable, but I mean, if you're not going to really gain anything for the attack, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is 58 drones to 60 SUVs. It's going to be 4 bases against 3 in just a moment here. He has 1 corruptor, and no, he's going to have 3 corruptors and 6 broods. This is just not an army that wins against anything.
Yeah.
NesTea is
Well, it's too ragtag, you know.
You know, NesTea did a few really nice moves this game. Well, I mean, this is just about it, man. NesTea's pretty dead.
I'm really disappointed in NesTea right now.
Yeah.
I really had higher
I'm not
expectations.
angry. I'm disappointed.
I don't know. I mean, it's just not the NesTea I'm used to casting. He usually plays much better.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see if he can get it going in the next game. But right now, I mean, we're kind of waiting for Noblesse to just run him over. He's going to have 3-3. NesTea will too, but does NesTea's 3-3 matter when he doesn't have any units?
Yeah, when he doesn't have an army. You know, the thing is that Noblesse is just playing very, very, very safe. Because he knows what's on the line.
Well, this is a good attack time because there's 1 Zergling as ground support for these Brood Lords, and the 1 Zergling probably won't tank enough damage.
Oh, now they can get right under here with this.
Some kiting going on, doesn't matter.
Well, he needs to target the Brood Lords down. That would certainly help. That was actually, it did not go the way it was supposed to.
Why is he even running? Like,
I don't even know. I don't know. Is he going to
none of
come
this
back?
matters. NesTea's long distance mining.
Oh man, really nice targeting though there.
Well, just waiting for NesTea to GG it.
And he will be doing that very soon.
He's probably using this extra time to think a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Probably saying, all right, I am not on my A game today. I'm falling apart. I'm so close to. I either lose this next game or I have the comeback of the century here. GG. What do I do? How do I make it happen?
Yeah.
Just have to open up the StarCraft dashboard in his brain and, you know,
well, I tell you what,
turn a few knobs.
Someone opened that up and spilled coffee on it, Tasteless. And with your
fire.
record today, that could have been you.
I have burnt my hand today. I spilled coffee on this shirt, but I guess it's not showing up because it's too low on me.
Yeah.
And my hot pack broke open.
That's true,
spilled
yeah.
chemicals all over my hands
This
that
is
are probably
getting
going to give me
pretty bad.
cancer by the time we get to Taiwan.
I'm not going to let you hold my baby today.
Okay.
It's not going to happen.
All right. Looks like we're going to have to go to whatever map NesTea has picked.
If
What
he
map
chooses
was
Icarus, I'm going to
my face will explode, yeah.
even more disappointed. See a little shoulder rub? That's about the best you can do right now for NesTea.
Okay, Belcher Vestige.
Okay, there we
I
go.
haven't cast this map as much.
Yeah, this is a much more realistic map choice. Big map. It's a map that NesTea should feel more comfortable on. He's definitely played more games than one on it. Let's see if he can actually take out Noblesse.
I do think it's going to go to the rubber match with these two.
Yeah.
NesTea was playing well.
NesTea was in a winning position, and then he attacked with 6 broods and 2 infestors when he had 6 infestors. Not that even attacking to that position would have been smart with that, but he also didn't even see the attack on his 3rd base because he was so focusing on the other attack. So, I mean, he messed that up. That was him messing it up. Noblesse played well, but NesTea kind of threw it away.
He did. He really did.
The game is loading, Tasteless.
That means it's almost time to see these two badasses duke it out. Right now, it's the old versus the young. It's NesTea against Noblesse. Who will be out first in the round of 32 today in this GSL? In the bottom right, we've got our Zerg player, the legend, on life support right now. Let's see if he can bounce back. He is.
LGIM NesTea.
In the upper left, we have our Terran player, young but tenacious. Can he overcome this monster he's up against? He is
MVPNoblesse.
All right. Noblesse showing some skill. And here's actually the really funny part of all this. Noblesse's best matchup, I strongly feel, is TBT.
Oh, yeah.
If
Well,
he could beat NesTea here, because he's already up a game, so I mean, this is not out of the question that he can beat NesTea out of 3 games twice. But if he does, he's going to go up against a Tasia that is looking pretty good today, but not his full form in what should be Noblesse's best
every
matchup.
game the series we cast today has been 2-0, right? Right?
Yeah. No? Yes?
I think it has been.
Why am I not even...
Well, that's the weird thing about when you're casting like this. Is
It's hard to think back. I mean...
I believe every game's been 2-0.
I think so.
All right, so we got the spawning pool on the way here.
Yeah, spawning pool first, playing it safe. Noblesse looks like he's just going to go right into a 1-Rax expansion.
Yep, very
Quite safe
traditional
as well.
TVZ build.
Yeah, he may, again, when you're playing against someone that's really intelligent, normally you just want to out-macro them. Just play a safe, standard, quality game.
Well, maybe a little bit of downtime where they scout each other out. Talk to me, Artosis. Ask me something.
Well, right now I'm thinking about his NesTea, so it's hard to ask a non-NesTea question.
Yeah.
What ID do you like better, NesTea or Zerkball?
I like NesTea a lot better.
I do too.
A lot better.
Is it just because your negative feelings about Zerkball?
Well, it's so funny. I casted him as Zerkbong for like so long, so
Yeah.
it would almost be weird if I was casting him as Zerkbong then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but no, NesTea's a catchy little name.
Yeah, it's
He actually had a bottle of NesTea on his table when he was making his ID, and at the time, Korean pro gamers did not really think much about their IDs. It was simply like a login that they used.
Yeah.
Because back then, they used a lot more of the Korean
names.
culture, just the actual names.
Yeah.
And
They
then
just call me J-Duck all the time.
Yeah, and then what happened was as esports got popular in the West, the people realized, in the West they just use the IDs. It's probably more marketable to use IDs anyways.
Yeah.
So that's why he's NesTea now.
ID gives you this additional little piece of flair.
Well, it's like a branding thing, and it can help you distinguish. I mean, if your name is James Smith,
Yeah.
that doesn't have the same edge to it as
It's like Nick Plot. I'm like, listen, I don't even want to be friends with someone called Nick Plot,
Nick
but
Plot.
you give me a tasteless.
My last name's Plot, man. It's a tough last name. That's the sound of Jello falling onto a kitchen tile floor.
Yeah.
Plot.
It's also a plan to murder somebody.
It is. It is. It's also a piece of land.
Yeah, it's also a certain type of graph.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And I think that's everything the plot is.
It's a lot more than that to me.
Yeah. I love that dumb sound we make when we comment each other. It's like, You got a pretty fancy last name, Stimkowski.
Yeah, that's a pretty fancy one.
It is. It's one of those ones nobody can spell.
It's not that hard.
It is.
You
I
can sound it out pretty easily.
Stimkowski.
Yes.
Lots of K's in there.
Yeah. 2. Yeah, I guess that's a
That's a
ton.
lot. That's a lot of K's for a last name. All right. UK mogul, you.
That's it. Well, this game going pretty standard for these two players. I mean, Noblesse's build, just about as standard as you'll get. You know, he's going into the Marine production a little bit quicker, keeping the Hellions going. He may be trying to hit like a stim Hellion little tiny push.
Sure.
NesTea, on the other hand, getting a pretty quick third base. And also getting a reasonably quick Baneling Nest just in case any craziness happens, like what we were just talking about.
I just thought that was NesTea that walked in.
No, it's someone that looked
There's
just
somebody
like
that
NesTea
looks exactly like NesTea.
I was
in
like,
our
why
studio.
is NesTea not in the booth? Oh,
And
that's why he's not winning.
He just walked into the studio. I did a double take. I'm like, oh my God, he's not even in the booth and he's controlling the game with his mind.
He's practicing playing
He's actually
the game on
Dr.
an
Manhattan.
iPhone.
He's Dr. Manhattan right now. While this game is going on, NesTea's also floating naked somewhere blue like Dr. Manhattan. Like, making a... What was he making in that?
I didn't watch it.
I forget. You never even read the comic, did you? God.
No,
Well, next, you don't
you
watch
keep telling me that you'll lend it to me, but you never do.
Wolf has it. He's in the studio.
Wolf has it?
Yeah, we can actually jump him.
Is that what's happening? Okay.
All right.
I see, tasteless. beautiful. At first I thought that you were just a sheep, but now I understand.
All right, so the Hellions are coming out here. Banelings are not exactly being morphed in the safest spot.
And, you know, the Banelings, along with some Speedlings, he can easily do things like run around the Hellions and then bring the Banelings in to help finish them off. In the meantime, we do have the medevacs coming out reasonably quickly for Noblesse, so he's going to start putting on some medevac pressure pretty quick. And it's definitely going to get there before there's any real anti-air for NesTea. So he's going to have to be very careful because there's going to be the double medevac drops that he can split, but I think he's going to keep together. And then also Hellions running around.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to be really careful about that and really keep an eye on the mini-map because if Noblesse hits 2 spots at once and NesTea doesn't realize immediately, NesTea will take huge losses.
He's going to have to enter Taskmaster mode.
Yes. And he's already got 70 drones, so this is a really important moment because Noblesse didn't go quick 3 command. He's just getting his 3rd command now, just getting his E-Bays now as 1-1 is finishing for NesTea. This is important. NesTea must hold here.
All right. It is imperative that he stays alive. It's also imperative that Noblesse does not lose the medevacs because it's you know, they're coming out in pairs and incrementing out like that. So he's going to be very careful. It looks like actually Noblesse is turning around.
Yeah, he's a little bit scared. He saw how many Banelings there were, I think. This is great for NesTea. This is fantastic for NesTea. That 3rd base, not a huge deal that Overlord's there. It's caught in time that it doesn't really slow him down. But this situation is so awesome because NesTea went up to 3 base much quicker than normal in ZVT. Get his drone count higher than normal, quicker than normal. And he's taken 0 damage against a build that's supposed to be a little bit aggressive. Now, let's see, can he keep this up? Baneling speed not quite done, but look at this, it's the surround we were talking about.
Oh, nice save, actually.
Yeah, he did reasonably well here.
That was actually pretty impressive. I'm surprised he didn't save those Marines, but...
Well, now a drop is headed out. Where for? It looks like NesTea's new 4th base. That's not as important, though, because NesTea's going for a counterattack. And with Baneling speed on the way in siege mode, not quite done, but it's about to finish. This is going to be close, Tasteless. He might do a lot of damage.
It's done.
Oh,
but is it too late?
That Siege Tank not in siege mode yet. He has to run past it. And oh, beautiful.
Nicely done. Hitting those SCDs. The Ling's still doing a ton of damage. And more Banelings will detonate on it. I don't know.
Well, the Muta's starting to deal with that drop. It's still a kind of dangerous drop, but Noblesse taking way too much damage here at home.
Noblesse, though, also doing a lot of damage over here in NesTea's base. By the way, that command center over at Noblesse's expansion is going to go down. No, it's not.
And drones actually ending up fighting against all these units. Looks like, actually, Noblesse has killed 10 drones, which is okay. And he killed quite a few Mutas there as well and made him lose some mining time. But NesTea killed 30 SCVs. NesTea just ravaged him. NesTea's in a great, great spot. And with 2-2 on the way, I feel like he can just make Lings and Banes and probably run in a kill.
I think he could just do a timing kill move here.
Yeah. I think he did enough damage. The siege tank count is 1. 1 siege tank won't stop this.
Well, I think you're right. I think this game actually may end very soon. NesTea is not exactly one of these guys that's going to be overly cautious because he's so experienced and seasoned, you know, on stage. So looks like this Viking's going to be intercepted. So the Overlords of the map are going to be saved.
Yeah, looks like he only got 1 or 2 there. 17 Banes away. NesTea's starting to expand once again. His creep spread's still looking pretty sharp. 2-2 is finishing up. Yeah, he can just attack, man. There's 2 siege tanks on the way. If he actually were to hit right now, Noblesse can't stop it.
Mutas and Lings are going to come up here and hit base number 2.
Well, NesTea not moving quite quick enough. The extra siege tanks are out, so there should be 3 out right now in defensive positions. Pretty well placed, but he can probably...
Oh, he wants more Banelings. Okay. Whoa!
Oops. Well, his Mutas are all dying off. That's actually really good. And this is becoming less and less of a good idea by NesTea.
Well, he had to do it a little bit faster.
Yeah,
and now it's 3.
Thing is, it's hard exactly which moment you have to do it at when you don't get to see the whole map.
Right. Well, also note NesTea's getting close to getting max. He's at 170 supply to the 95 right now of Noblesse.
Well, NesTea, 171 supply to 97. Noblesse so far behind that regard. NesTea just continually pumping out units, continuing his tech tree, and some upgrades as well. And you know what? This is much more the NesTea that I'm used to.
Yep.
Crush everything, outclass,
Crush, kill, and
outskill.
destroy.
Yeah. Well, is this
Also
it?
an RTS game. Coming up now and hitting hard.
Hitting hard from multiple locations. Seachenk's being taken out. Noblesse trains as well, and that is it.
That's it. GG. Game number 3. Wow.
Really well done there by NesTea.
Wowzers.
NesTea says, finally, this is how the Emperor got his groove back. Ain't no llamas in this show, tasteless.
Well, we're going to go into the third game here. Remember, the loser here is out of round of 16.
NesTea still making a little breeze on his own face. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to buy him a USB fan.
Oh. How much do those cost, anyways?
Oh, I don't know. Probably like $2 in Korea. Something like that. A little crappy one.
Get the back rub over here. Ladies, if you're watching with your man, the guy probably has crepe tumors all up in his shoulders.
That's true.
His trapezius muscles.
And
that's actually how you can control a male nerd. I'm actually telling you this right now, is to rub his messed up back.
And men watching with your ladies right now, I bet they want some back rubs too.
Yep.
Because back rubs are
Back
awesome.
rubs are awesome.
Cheers to Gretorp and Day 9. Sickest back rubs in the industry.
Oh, yeah, that's true, actually.
No, there's one person I'm forgetting right now that gives great back rubs too.
I give great back rubs.
You give really good ones, but like
I don't actively do it.
Gretorp and Day 9, man. Holy crap. If
Oh, yeah.
esports dies, man, they can be masseuses. No
That's where
problem.
at break rooms and events, I'm like basically like almost
I just
passed
search
out as
those
they're rubbing
two
my
out.
back.
Yeah. I start to drool on myself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I think I'm going to pass out and fall asleep. I'm so relaxed. All right. The final match between NesTea and Noblesse is underway. Let's go. In the upper right, we have our Zerg legend on life support. Can he come back? He is.
LGI NesTea.
And in the bottom left, we've got our Terran player. So solid. Probably the biggest underdog out of the entire round of 32. Let's see how well he can do. He is...
MVPNoblesse.
Noblesse is a PC cafe, a PC bong.
Yeah, it's
chain, right?
Noblesse is a word that's used in a lot of places. I've seen Nordbongs with that name. That I'll often see on.
Is that a word?
I know it's a PC bong chain for sure.
But is it
Noblesse?
a
I don't know. I actually just don't know.
It's turning into dubstep.
It looks like double 11 racks is a plan, but NesTea, of course, sends his drone directly to the spot that he calculated that Noblesse would put this. So NesTea, let's see if he actually still goes hatch first. I think he's going to go pool. I'd love to see a quick gas as well. Doesn't necessarily have to do that, though. But already he's gained an advantage. Noblesse has sacked a small part of his early economy to get this done. In fact, he's sneaking another SCV out, so let's see what he does with that.
Spawning pool about halfway done. And this really messed up everything for Noblesse. It's not the end of the world, but... Oh, don't tell... Is he going to make another barracks now? Oh, God, okay. I was like, oh, that would be like the worst thing. Your second late barracks.
I guess he's going to just...
He's going to
I don't know what that other SCV's doing, to be honest.
I don't know.
This is, I mean, I guess he'll put on some pressure with the Marine, but Noblesse is going to go back home, wall in, and make 2 command centers. And then he's going to get 2 gases. So, all right,
Well,
I'm going to take a nap for the next 2 minutes.
Well, we'll see what he wants to do from here. He's going to try to bunker rush. This will not work. Maybe he might get a drone or delay.
It really
Force
should
more
not.
wings, but it's nothing tremendous.
And he should be pulling drones down now. Just bring 6 drones down. Be safe. Probably he's just going to bring 2 lings for now. He's making some more lings. So the bunker's going to go up. All right. Well, I mean, if you pull the 6 drones, the bunker doesn't get up, but I guess NesTea doesn't care. You might want him to overcommit to this or something.
Yeah.
Like, damage on your hatch doesn't really matter.
Well, the hatch takes so long to kill.
He's just doing a run-by with these slings. catch this Marine, maybe go and hit the main base.
Well, here's the funny thing is actually there is nothing defending the main base. Uh-oh, that's a bad rally. Again, both these guys are a little bit sloppy at times.
Oh, wow, Noblesse mixing it up. 1 CC into double gas. Maybe he'll go his next CC in just a moment here.
Could be.
Don't worry, guys. NesTea won't lose that hatch. I don't even want to have to think about what I would have to say about this game if he lost his hatch.
I would just start crying.
After seeing the bunker being built and disregarding.
Well, it's getting pretty low, man.
He like tried to call the bluff. Yeah, well, does the lowness matter, though? Because your opponent's never going to get back in there. Target on the SCV. Was able to kill this off, no problem. But he had to build a lot of lings here.
Yeah, he sure did.
That's a very annoying amount of lings that he had to build, and now he has all these slow lings, and the lost mining time from the lack of drones that could have been made out of what those lings were made out of. I feel that's worse than if he had sent the drones down to just deal with the bunker immediately.
Yeah.
Well, the bruised hatch doesn't really matter.
You think you could just go to banelings from here and just bust them?
It matters what type of wall. Remember the wall we saw the other day where it was the tech lab and the reactor there?
Oh,
it's a wall
that
like
was
that,
perfect.
absolutely. But Noblesse actually isn't going for what we always see, which is double command. So the banelings wouldn't be nearly as good in this situation because he's actually going to have Hellions out, you know? And he's actually going to go right up to Banshees as well. So this is, I like this by Noblesse to switch this up because it's so predictable what people normally do after failed barracks rushes. But, you know, NesTea prevent him from ever getting that single barracks. So here he is, changing it around.
Look at the supply difference here, 51 to 29.
Yeah, that's quite a difference, isn't it?
That actually is a pretty big difference.
Yeah, that's 66% more.
And it's 25 SCVs to 36 drones.
Ouch. 3 queens already out. There's 15 lings out as well, and only 5 marines. But aliens are on the way, and speed as well. Baneling nest coming up. Yeah, he might do that baneling attack that you were talking about. You know, Depot's just sitting there, no stim out.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to at least have to stay kind of defensive with your Hellions if you want to stop something like that. Now, a lot of drones on the way for NesTea. Banshee coming out for Noblesse. I wonder if Noblesse will get Cloak here. Would not be surprised. We'll see in just a second as minerals pop up.
Well, the drones have been transferred, perhaps a bit prematurely, over to the third base, which is completing right about now. Yeah.
Do not slander NesTea. He never prematurely mines.
Never?
Never.
Wow. I have, what was it, blasphemy? Yeah,
Blasphemy.
that was blasphemy.
All right, well, gets a nice scout on. He's going to look at that and say, okay, I mean, does he have the third command center? It could be over to the left side. He didn't get over far enough to know for sure. Third command center, though, just started after that died. Banshee coming up. No cloak was made this game.
No nerds were hurt during the making of this
This Banshee.
This Banshee.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think Noblesse is going to do from here? Is he just going to sit down and tech up a bunch and try to...
Yeah, it looks like he wants to go for a macro game. Just he's trying to get some semblance of control in the game via the Banshee and the Hellions, maybe slow down the creep quite a bit while he gets his upgrades going and his economy back on track. But every single thing he's doing is behind NesTea. Like, NesTea's just, he's ahead in every category, more so than a Zerg should be against a Terran. So
yeah. And I think a lot of that was just based off spotting that barracks. It was supposed to be double proxy 11. And, you know, the rush really not being too impactful.
And really,
that was close.
If you're going to, you know, get behind your Zerg opponent in this way, I feel like he's relying on a mistake from NesTea here to take this. Ooh, nice surround by NesTea.
Yeah, that was really nicely done. Clean up half of those.
Yeah.
The Banshee narrowly escapes.
3 Hellions against Speedlings just isn't really all that good. So the semblance of map control, the knocking out creep tumors is basically over with.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. Stim's about to finish. Siege mode is on the way. And the next orbital's about to complete. 1-1 for Zerg is going to complete here. Attack and armor, melee attack that is. And the Baneling speed is going to be a little bit before that gets done.
All right, well, you know, NesTea is going for this heavy layer composition, I think, Tasteless. He's getting the 2-2, Baneling speed, Spire on the way. And that's that's great once again, because even when he's even with people, this is good. So in this situation where, you know, Noblesse is third, a bit late, NesTea good timing on the fourth, how is Noblesse ever going to damage him? How is he going to come back? It's going to have to be poor engagements by NesTea, I think.
But you know what, man? NesTea's made a lot of poor engagements
He has.
today in these games.
That is a fact.
That is a fact. That is an indisputable fact. Looks like the medevac is coming out here. Now, again, I don't, you know, the Spire's already done. I really question these one medevac drops if mutas are going to be out on the map.
Does he know that the Spire's done? Did he actually see the Spire? I don't think he did.
No, I don't think he did, but I mean, I don't know. It just seems like you could probably assume by then, you know? Have you seen any Roaches and
He is known
Festers?
for going Spire, so.
Yeah, you know.
But, you know, Noblesse, he's got to get something done. It's somewhere he has to do some damage.
All right, the Queen's coming down here now, going to be shot down. The drone's still exposed.
Picking off a little bit, but with these mutas coming in, that's about it. That's some really nice micro, actually. Those Marines were quick. I felt like they got the bonus from the creep almost. Well, Noblesse is adding his second factory now, throwing out a bunch of turrets as well to help with his mutalistic defense.
We got 150 supply right now to about 130.
It's not a huge lead in supply for NesTea.
But NesTea's not going to be making more drones for a little while. He's up to 80 right now, and it's probably going to stop right at that number.
Exactly, and the thing is, he can always produce a ton of units very suddenly. That's not the big issue. Well, part of the issue actually is that he is not hitting his injects perfectly.
NesTea seems off. He seems like fatigued or distracted or tired, or I don't even know what it is. But here we go, going to the third now. Is he?
When
No,
you're
he's
as
taking
old
a peek.
as the universe, Tasteless, I think that you know, you start to get tired. NesTea doesn't walk as quick as he used to.
NesTea's nickname used to be Father Time growing up. He's like, I feel old when I'm called that. I'll name myself after a delicious beverage.
There you go.
Yes.
Right. Well, another command center going up here for Noblesse. Hive on the way for NesTea.
Speaking of tea, remember when he went to, what was it, Chengdu in China? He discovered that through the common China to mix tea with whiskey.
Yes.
It's absolutely delicious.
It is delicious. That's true.
It was absolutely amazing. We'll do that on our trip.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Let's do it. Now, we have the Lings, Mutas, Banelings coming down here, getting ready for a counterattack. I don't know if Noblesse is going to push out, though. If you notice, NesTea's basically building a pretty impressive defensive line of spine crawlers, spore crawlers, anything to make sure that he can't be attacked with ease.
Well, NesTea's army very mobile right now, running up here. He's keeping Noblesse back. He doesn't actually have to do damage.
Nice contamination there.
Whoa, he's actually trying to kill him.
Oh, that was sick.
Whoa, NesTea.
Whoa.
Whoa, indeed.
Because you can't lift it if it's contaminated. Right? Can you lift a building that's contaminated?
Can you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, contamination has been changed several times, but I'm fairly certain.
Oh, man, I'll have to check afterwards. Man, if that was the case, that'd be sick. Well, looks like the fifth base here for NesTea is going to finish. Well, now Noblesse is on 2 bases.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. I mean, he's floating command center down, but that was some good damage. Noblesse can't get to 4 base. NesTea has remaxed. He has a lot of Banelings, a lot of Zerglings. Looks like this base should go away before it even pops up, or well, just die after it pops up. But that's not
He can just sack it.
NesTea would rather be on 4 base against 3 with no chance of a 4th than to have that 5th base up against.
And this is the sign of a good player. When he looks at the base be destroyed, he's like, well,
it's fine.
I don't need to claw tooth and nail to try to save this. If I'm already going to be ahead, even after he takes us out, I will just play it safe and expand again.
All right, so 3-3 and Ultralist Caber on the way. Been seeing a lot of Ultralists lately. NesTea trying his hand at it as well. Creep spread pretty scary. In fact, okay, there is a scan for it. Still some tumors are behind, so he's still going to have great vision of where this army is and when it takes for siege. And here we go. Oh my god. That's a lot of lings.
All right, they're both completely maxed out, looking very frightening. The question, though, is Noblesse going to be able to get over here to the fourth base?
Here we go,
He wants to hit him when he's not in siege mode.
We have a huge attack coming. And that is so many Banelings and Zerglings. That was 80 Banes and 130 Lings. And
Unbelievable.
Noblesse
He's going to
actually
clean this up
with
easily. Just using the Banelings on siege tanks, it doesn't matter. Knocked him all the way back. The Lings continue with the Marines right now, and he has chased him all the way back to his starting location.
He has, and NesTea's supply lead is getting bigger and bigger. 7 Ultralisks on the way. This Tasteless is the NesTea that will slay Tasia.
Yeah, he's played really, really well.
Yeah, these last 2 games, NesTea is finally warmed up.
If NesTea does win this, which it looks like he will, it'll have been all TVZs today.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Sweden
Yeah,
only had,
that's too
TVZs.
bad, actually. I was kind of looking forward to some ZVZ and TVT.
Yeah, same. But I'm fine with it.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, well, Noblesse, he's still staying in this game, still trying to fight back. Against this many Ultras, though, I don't know how he can ever move out. Normally, Terran will be, like, fighting with his 4th base at this moment against Zerg, and Zerg still has a chance for winning. But without that 4th anywhere in sight...
He's got some Ultralisks on the way here, too. Well, I mean, he just can't... if he walks out of his area, he's going to be wiped out.
Yeah.
And there's just no way that you can catch up to NesTea at this point in time.
Yeah. Well, here we go. This is a huge attack coming in. Those Ultras, so many of them. The Butylists coming along for the ride as well. Banelings coming in, being targeted by tanks very well. But this is just too many Ultras right now.
All right, the Ultras coming in here now. And they're going to clean up the 3rd. And this is, again, the nail in the coffin here. The final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is the dirt on top of the coffin.
Okay, all right. This might actually just be the funeral.
This is actually, people are starting to go home.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that drop is not all that effective. Might kill the Queen. Save the Queen.
Save it. Yep.
That was very British.
Ling saved the Queen.
Well, we do have Corruptors on the way. And that means he can switch into Broodlords if need be. Will he need to do that? This army coming up, I think it's about to be slaughtered off, Tasteless. That's a lot of Ultras to fight with just Marines with no medevacs.
Yeah. So, as you can see, he's just chasing down the rest of these Marines. Nice shot here by Legendary Observer. Going to catch the action. He's not mining from his 4th, but that'll be taken care of very, very easily here. And as he realizes the Ultras are coming up there, Noblesse then moves them down to the low ground. Try to eke out some more time here. We can deny the getting any income during that 4th.
You should be able to make Ultralists stand on each other's heads to hit medevacs.
They get to all get together and stand on each other's backs and make a giant Ultralist pyramid.
Yes, I think that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
And if you kill the Ultras on the bottom, all of them fall and die.
Yeah.
So it's a risky move. Balance. Yeah.
It'd be hard, too, because those are the ones that are harder to click on, the ones on the bottom.
Yes, I guess that would make it harder.
Yeah. Well, Noblesse has reclaimed his 3rd.
For how long?
I don't know. The Ultras are like, oh god, they're attacking the base at the bottom. I gotta protect the drones.
Leave it to us. Say the Banelings right as they die.
Yeah. Before they have their existential crisis, do I really want to be a Baneling?
Well, here come the Broodlords, Tasteless. Shooting out their baby broodlings.
Yep.
At this army. You know, now he has all these Marauders and Siege Tanks, which aren't going to be as useful against these 2 Broodlords.
Not so
Actually,
much.
you know what? No, they still are. 2 Broodlords. The
He
Marauders
really
are fine against
lings.
2 Broodlords, to be honest.
He could really use some more lings here with this army. But...
I like how NesTea's trying to attack with only Ultras.
Yeah.
So one thing I do not suggest any viewers at home, even though NesTea is doing this, do not attack with only Ultras.
You need lings with the Ultras, so they can just be kited.
A lot of things. Many, many things.
All right. He's pushed the creep out even further now. Noblesse is going to try to sneak out a fourth base. Looks like the Broodlords are just now finishing, so he's going to go ahead and probably try to hit the third again here.
NesTea going for an attack into the third base right now. No, not going to. Going to lift up. NesTea's still playing very safe.
Noblesse is sort of falling apart at this point in time.
NesTea's decided to go in for the kill taste. This is going to be it. This is going to be it. Here we go.
All right. Oh, he's going underneath the Broodlings. What is he doing? NesTea. You know, this is where I worry about him if he goes up against Stasia.
Yeah, that's...
What the hell was that?
You can't find anything sloppier than what we just saw right there. That was sloppier than a can of Sloppy Joe's Tasteless.
That was.
And that is like really,
sloppier
really sloppy.
than a crate of Sloppy Joe's.
Whoa.
And now he's going to lose these ultras because there's no links here with him.
So we've been saying NesTea is going to win for about an hour now. Well, not an hour, but the thing is, he was so far ahead. He had everything going for him. Now Noblesse has maxed out with an anti-ultra army. NesTea threw away every Broodlord without even doing anything with them or trying with them. And now NesTea is going to lose his base.
Yeah.
And as he attacks into this army, he's going to lose everything he has.
Because they're...
I can't
believe this. He actually threw this game away.
This was a pretty difficult one to do that with, but we've seen NesTea do this before. But we'll see. Maybe he can. This is a nice flank. He might actually be able to break this. And the Ultra's getting on the siege tanks is very important, but that Marine Marauder Ball is so scary.
Well, he is going to take out the Marine Marauder Ball, looks like.
All right, NesTea's bank is still pretty big. He's making a lot of Ultras and Lings. He
gets the hatch. There's an attack over here on this expansion. NesTea, I think, oh my God, this game's either going to normalize or Noblesse is going to win.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a nice fungal. These units are all really, really badly hurt at this point, so fungals are very helpful. Bailey's coming in to help clean some of this up.
I feel like everybody's played games like this on the ladder where they had it won.
Yeah.
And then kind of took it easy, and then they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm losing.
It's actually shocking that Broodlord attack that we watched when he had, oh my God, it's kind of shocking, yeah. Well, NesTea has a very strong army once again. He has a lot of Lings, a lot of Ultras. What will he do with this? He needs to actually go towards the fourth base right now.
Yeah,
it's
the third base is not even operational right
All
now.
the SCVs are at the fourth. Like, there's no reason for there to be that many SCVs over there. It's actually a mistake. So if he goes over there, kills those, no more economy for Noblesse.
Does he know about that base?
He does. He does. He sent a Ling over there. So he may make his way over. He does have some infestors too. So I think NesTea is still... Even though Noblesse is ahead in supply, I like the army of NesTea way over Noblesse's army at this exact moment. But Noblesse is faster and faster getting into a nice composition.
Wow. Well, you know, the bottom right. By the way, does Noblesse know about the bottom right?
No, actually, he doesn't. Let me just double check, but I'm like really pretty sure he doesn't. No, he does not.
Okay, so there's no clue about that. Nice defense here. Once again attacking in, but Noblesse is playing a very conservative defensive game.
And he does get that infestor. So NesTea left with only 2 infestors right now. What are you doing, Noblesse? This is weird.
What's going on, Noblesse?
Why are you picking up Noblesse? Well, Noblesse at this point is actually getting a really nice unit composition.
What is supply as well?
You know,
it's 184.
It's too bad NesTea, when he went down to that third base, he actually had such a lead on units, and they were so mobile. He could have hit that fourth so easily, but I guess he didn't quite realize what was going on there.
Well, a funky game here at the 31-minute marker. And this is a weird game, Artosis.
Yeah, it is.
This is a genuinely weird out there game. A lot of sloppiness here, too.
It is. You know, Noblesse is... the fact that he has fought back here, this is why pro gamers don't leave games that they've lost. Because sometimes you can come back, and that's what we're watching here. It's kind of an amazing comeback.
All right, he's going to clean up this one medevac here. And it's out. Noblesse continuing to push up here.
NesTea's starting to mix in a couple broods. Like, the thing is, 2 broods don't really do much. You really want a big clump of broods. But do we have Vikings? We have 2 Vikings out, and he has 9 medevacs.
He may want his opponent to overmake Vikings. So we're at the point where he has 10 Vikings, and then it's like, aha, it was only 2 Brood Lords, and here are the rest of my Ultralists, and he might even land the Vikings and lose them there.
Maybe. We've seen more and more Zergs just mixing in weird compositions with Brood, Ultra. And while, I mean, they're both great units and nice to have them both at the same time, oftentimes you don't get the most effective use out of both.
Yeah.
They don't actually complement each other super well. There's a lot of tanking the Ultra can do, but not super well.
All right, now he's going to see this expansion over here. This may trigger an all-out attack here from Noblesse. We'll see.
NesTea loses that third. Not a big deal. It's done on minerals.
I don't understand why Noblesse pushed in the locations he's pushing it.
Well, you know, I feel like his army should stay up towards the top left because he's taken the top left now. So that's a very important thing. You know, if he can keep that mining just for a couple more minutes, his bank is going to get huge because he's maxed out. He's dropping mules. And I feel like he's going to be the one that's cost efficient in this next fight. NesTea has to be very cost efficient in the next fight or he's going to lose this game.
Well, he's going to try to push out here now. The first time NesTea's been offensive in quite a while now.
Yep.
Since he bungled that initial attack. Probably going to force a lift off over here.
Yep. And in fact, he might actually get a kill. We'll see because Noblesse is focusing over here. He did get the kill. This is the kill on his Brood Lords. Uh-oh, the Brood Lords look like they are going to go down. Some Banelings rolling up. Too little, too late. The Ultra's coming back. Oh, God, but the Brood Lords were so expensive. NesTea does have more supply right now, but he needs to wait for these lings, which means he's going to lose this base.
I feel like Cage is watching this game right now and being like, well, I'm going to get out of this group no matter what.
You know, might be. I think he wants NesTea to win for sure here.
Yeah, I bet.
All NesTea jokes aside, Teja would much rather play NesTea, I'd say. There's been
like,
more than some sloppiness here. And looks like is he just going for a counterattack? Because Noblesse right now is walking towards the bottom right, which is NesTea's last mining base. Okay, we're going to go into a base trade, Tasteless.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We will.
Wait, he's saying his army
now
back
he's turning around. What is NesTea's plan here? Is he turning around to kill one Marine?
I don't know.
Did he turn around to kill one Marine at that forward
right
base?
Now. I don't even know what to say.
He has almost no minerals. I guess he doesn't know about the top left because he would have sent something
he sent
there.
one ling going
Yeah,
there
he
now.
doesn't know, and when he sees it, he's going to be heartbroken because that's going to be probably the end of him.
So this base is going to be wiped out, and the SCVs are evacuating, but they don't really have anywhere to mine.
Yeah. The Queen's coming slowly but surely. Well, he's going to get the command center, which is very nice.
Yeah, because Noblesse doesn't lift it off, ever.
Yeah. Well, he had Corruptors here this time at least.
That's true. That's true.
Noblesse, as we were saying before, he doesn't focus on actions. He doesn't deem necessary.
He's focused on his macro, the strategy.
Keeping his army together, moving it around correctly. All right, so this is finally coming to the actual end boil point. There's going to be one more engagement.
Yeah.
Because neither of these players are mining at the moment. Noblesse is trying to get another place to mine, so NesTea may do an attack on there. Now, he has no Infestors, 3 Brutes, 8 Ultras, 31 Lings, 6 Queens, 4 Corruptors, and a couple Banelings and a Fair Tree.
All right, he's coming up now. He's hitting those Brood Lords pretty hard.
Oh, he's got to heal that. He's got to heal that. You better heal that. Come on. Now?
You're kidding. Okay. Whoa, that was close.
Yeah, I was losing
nice
a bit of my
kiting here on those Corruptors and Queens.
Yeah, that was well done. All right, the supply is pretty close. These two armies. NesTea has to have a great engagement here. Let's see. Those Siege Tanks dealing so much damage. And the Ultras need to be transfused very, very quickly.
And they're not.
Some of them are staying alive. The Brood Lords trying to get into the fight, but I think there's just too much damage output here. And it looks like NesTea.
Oh my God, that's going to be it. NesTea's first guy to go out of the group. He followed the path of MVP. I am having a hard time right now. How about that?
Well, those are only Marauders. So he's actually going to kill the Marauders with these Broods, I guess, but he's going to lose his base as well.
Yeah.
And all these die also.
You know what? Actually, yeah. Hold on a second.
Can NesTea actually still possibly win?
What units does he have?
Okay, let's take a look.
Got two.
There are some Marines being made. 22 Marines left. I don't think he can kill 22 Marines. The SCs are still mining a little bit from the remaining base. He has mules there as well. Yeah, I mean, if NesTea had like 2 infestors, he might be able to take this, but as is, NesTea doesn't have enough. His army doesn't beat the Marines that are left. He's making 1 infestor. He's not even making a hatchery. He's opting for Lings and an infestor.
Well, long this is mining here. This is getting pretty dire here for both guys. The only thing is that Noblesse actually has an economy going.
Yeah.
And NesTea can't really, ninja his way over there and take that out. Still be okay.
Oh, that's most of his units dying right there. That's cost efficiency at least. A lot of Marines are being produced for Noblesse. He's almost out of minerals, but he's mining so much more than NesTea right now. And his army is already better, so that's a losing combination for the Zerg God. All right, there we go.
With him. Okay.
He's got to use his drones as well, I guess, but none of this is actually consequential. He's got way too much.
Clean that up, no problem. Now the drones go down, and that's going to be a GG.
NesTea is going to kick himself when he watches that game, or even thinks about that game.
Rough series, man. And Noblesse
rough.
probably can't be feeling too confident now going up against TaeJa. TaeJa probably is completely confident, though.
Well, NesTea did not play his best today, guys. He's actually a phenomenal player, 3-time GSL champion, an amazing player indeed, but today, absolutely not his day. Absolutely not his best play.
Can Noblesse do it? Can Noblesse take on TaeJa?
Well, his TVT is better than his TVZ, I feel.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
I feel like the next match is actually going to be the best match of the day, perhaps.
It'll be a little bit of a mix-up, too.
A little bit different.
TVT instead of a TVZ.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick little break. When we return, we're going to have our final match here at